Damn, it must suck to be a fuck nigga. Old greedy ass nigga, only thinking about himself. Hey, get the fame, they get the wealth, but people are struggling, who did you help? People are struggling, who did you help? Who did you help? Fuck nigga, yeah. Damn, it must suck.
Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. Hey, damn, it must suck to be a fuck nigga. Hey, zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, what it is, pimp? T.I. reignites the Mayweather FATBURGER beef with a new diss track. Stay tuned. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing if you want to become part of the gang notification gang. Please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the Super Chat channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family. We working. Now, you know, I knew this moment was coming. Floyd Mayweather, he did that interview with TMZ where he seemed to offend a lot of people. You know, Gucci was already in the hot seat, under fire, receiving an enormous amount of backlash, had received, you know, just from the hip-hop community, black community, and others, just a lot of backlash and flack for its recent depiction of a sweater that looks eerily similar to the minstrel show blackface parody characters, you know, racist characters that they used to do back in the day, right? You know, have white actors dressing up, you know, with superb dark paint, you know, big lips, over exaggerated features, and, you know, dancing, pillows in their pants to make it look like they had big butts, and, you know, just clown shit, right? Racist shit. Floyd Mayweather, he was on TMZ, and they asked him about it, and it really seemed like the reporter who was asking was more concerned and like trying to give Floyd chances to, you know, answer in an appropriate way. But Mayweather being his own person and being his own boss, he was just like, man, I don't care what other people are doing. You know, one of the people TMZ listed was T.I. Now, I thought about this when I was looking at it. They kind of set Floyd Mayweather up in a way. TMZ does this. You know, TMZ is looking for the scoop, the major headlines and stuff like that. And T.I. and Floyd Mayweather had a beef. Like, I have a video that's viral. One of my first viral videos. It did over 1 million views regarding that beef, you know, with Mayweather and T.I. And TMZ kind of set him up. But this is what they do. TMZ, they're, you know, it's a gossip, blog, entertainment, media website, you know. So they asked him, and they said, there's a lot of people like Ray J or T.I. And they said T.I. And I don't know if that kind of caught Floyd off guard, because he doesn't really have a good relationship with T.I. to my knowledge. You remember they got in a fight at FATBURGER, and Mayweather was like, control your bitch, you know, referring to Tiny from Escape, T.I.'s baby mom and wife. And I don't know, maybe that kind of caused, I'm not making excuses for Floyd, I'm just saying maybe that hearing that, he was just like, man, I don't care what T.I. and all them is doing, I do what I do. But you got to be expecting that, especially when you know you're dealing with, you know, TMZ, they looking for the scoop. So you have to, you know, they know that these celebrities, they see the same TMZ reporters, just like you see the same boxing reporters when you go to boxing events. They know at the end of the day, they're trying to set you up. But anyway, they said T.I. So Floyd, he was just like, man, I'm going to shop with Gucci right now. Listen, I don't follow trends. I don't care what other people are doing. I don't care about boycotts. I don't care who's offended. I don't care who's mad. I'm about to spend money with Gucci right now. I'm going in right now. And then he came out of the Gucci store with bags and stuff like that. Now you got people like Yuck Mouth, Bay Area rapper, Deep East Oakland. Shout out to Oakland. He did a video. I did a video about it, like posted the video so you guys could see. And you had all these people speaking up. Now T.I. is the latest, who he's always in the forefront when it comes to these injustices, Sandra Bland's, and different inequalities and social injustice issues. You know, he's been very vocal. Probably A lot of guys, you notice that too. A lot of guys from down south, because there's real racism. I'm not saying other places, but in the South, it's still pretty bad. There's still a lot of racism and stuff that sometimes is outright. So anyway, bottom line, I said all that to say this. T.I., he's seen the behavior of Floyd Mayweather, as we all did, and a lot of people are speaking out against Mayweather, like, wow, you know, you got guys like 50 Cent, man, something special. You know, he's talking and making fun of Floyd for the comments, saying, hey, you need a PR, you need a publicist, because you look crazy out here in these streets. And now T.I. just dissed him. He has a song called Fuck Nigga, and the link is in the description in case you guys want to listen to it. I don't know all the words verbatim. It just came out. You know, you can go get it on iTunes, I believe. It's on T.I.'s Instagram. You know, you can purchase it in his bio. Some people are going to say he's an opportunist or he's just trying to capitalize and clout chasing, but I don't think so. You know, I think there's a lot of people within the culture, and I know T.I. doesn't have the greatest relationship with Mayweather. I think there's a lot of people within the culture that are just offended and just, you know, just sad that Mayweather would do what he did and do it so callously and act like just had no remorse. Like, even if you wanted to shop at Gucci, just to do it in the fashion that he did just seemed a bit unsympathetic. And, you know, T.I., I guess, felt the type of way, and he did this diss track. And I'm a hip-hop connoisseur. You know, I've done music myself, done hip-hop. He was spitting. T.I. was spitting. He had a lot to say. He's like, damn, it must suck to be a fuck nigga, you know, which is slang. And one of the coldest lines that he had in here, he said, there's a water crisis in Flint. Ain't you from Michigan? Where is your empathy, nigga? Wow. He said, there's a water crisis in Flint. Ain't you from Michigan? Where is your empathy? Wow. You know, which is true, because Floyd's from the Midwest, Grand Rapids, Michigan. And, you know, he's just talking about how he's not going to sell his soul for, you know, material things and not let the money change him. Like, we got a real war going on in America. You know, people always talk about what's happening across the pond and overseas. We got real life issues that need to be addressed and tackled here. You know, just different stuff from Donald Trump and, you know, what you see happening, police brutality, all kinds of stuff. And Floyd seems to be so consumed with the showing off of the wealth, which is cool for the boxing stuff. You on All Access and stuff. Everybody's cool with that. But I feel like the hip hop community is offended because at the end of the day, when it comes to real shit and real life issues, it feels like Floyd Mayweather, with his platform, his level of success, you know, almost being worth $1 billion, never seems on the forefront of any of these issues. He seems like he's almost a separatist, like none of these issues affect him, you know. And some people are even saying like OJ syndrome. That's why Jay-Z came out, I'm not black, I'm OJ. Okay, you know, because OJ had a similar demeanor. He was in Naked Guns, and, you know, he had achieved such a success, and he was such an acceptable name. You know, he never really stood for the people, versus like you got guys like Muhammad Ali, great man, you know, great boxer, but even greater man. And he was iconic, not just for what he did in the ring, but people respect Muhammad Ali, rest in peace, to this day, for his beliefs and what he stood for and his principles, his integrity, his couth outside of the ring. You know, Muhammad Ali wasn't just going to go with the okie doke. He had his own convictions, and he lived by that. So I think people, when it comes to Floyd Mayweather, everybody gets the villain role for boxing, the HBO face-offs and 24/7 All Access is on Showtime, but I think they want to see Floyd Mayweather actually have an opinion, not try to play it safe. And that's why you see a lot of rappers in the hip-hop community coming for Floyd and like at least expressing. Some people are doing it with more vitriol, but you see even guys like Royce the 5'9", and even on this T.I. diss, T.I. posted on his Instagram, you got guys like that dude that be with Dan LaRue, you know, hey baby, what is you doing? He's commenting. You have guys like Joyner Lucas, you know, a top rapper right now, dope lyrical rapper. and he's like saluting him, DC Young Fly. You know, you just have like the hip hop generation all in T.I.'s comment section, and they're praising him for standing out. See, and I think that's what it is. People like money, and they like the flashy stuff and the jewelry and the Bugattis and the Wraith and all that, but they want to also see your views as a man, you know, and it shows to me a true alpha male when you can not conform, you know, use your platform for something greater. You know, I think fame is great, but a lot of people get caught up with fame and money to the point where they stop caring. You know, it's like it almost like numbs them as a person. They become desensitized. You reach a certain level of fame, and so because like Floyd Mayweather's too famous to probably have severe run-ins with cops, like, because cops would know who he is. So, you know, you would look crazy if you're police, if there's like police brutality on Floyd Mayweather. Plus he travels with the big entourage, so he's basically in a situation now because of his success and the accolades and achievements, and because he's a great boxer, where he's almost kind of separate from the struggle, because certain struggles that other people go through, he doesn't really have to go through. Like, you know, cops know who he is. They're not gonna, even if it was a racist cop, they're not gonna beat him up. That, you know, that would be too much negative press and stuff like that, you know. But in the hood, this is a real life struggle. People are going through that. People are dealing with this. Mothers are losing their sons, and, you know, you got the president and Gucci making a mockery and creating like distance and gaps between races and race relations. And you know, was Russia involved in the election, and it's being masked by all this drama in the White House. You know, just, we got a lot of issues, man. So I think ultimately people are just like hurt by what Floyd, his nonchalant attitude. And again, you know, it's Floyd. He could hear this video, he could, you know, hear the T.I. diss and not trip. But I do believe, you know, you got to do right by the people. You know, you got people who supported you, and that's kind of what T.I. is saying in this diss. So I want to make a follow-up video. Let me know what you guys think of the diss and just everything going on. But I feel like there's a reason that Floyd Mayweather is getting all this backlash from, you know, the African American black community, hip hop, and just people in general, because it's sad that I really feel like in the black community particularly, you know, you don't always see the unity. You see crab in a barrel type of mentality, like dog eat dog world, you know, survival of the fittest. Like, I got it, if you don't got it, that's your fault. You know what I'm saying? Like I really can't picture Canelo Alvarez and him being a prideful Mexican fighter, and his people are suffering and hurting, and openly talking about it, or say, hey, we should look at this. Like, was this really an accident on the production line? Are they making a mockery of us? You know, like, what's going on? And then Canelo's just nonchalant, and then he's gonna just go in and spend money with the company that's under fire, you know, just openly do it and brazenly do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's the social media age. This is, Floyd Mayweather's been in the game long enough, but he was in at a time where, you know, things like this, these issues are heavily weighted. And, you know, people, there's information at your fingertips. People watch your every move, and there's interviews all the time and stuff. So you got to be ready for that. You got to, you know, you just have to, whatever you say and put out there, you have to make sure that represents who you are. You know, people like Kevin Hart, you know, a couple years ago, he made some jokes about the gay community, and he was supposed to host the Oscars, the Academy Awards this year. They like dug up his old tweets, and then he had to withdraw and step down because he was receiving an immense amount of backlash. You know, so how is it that the gay community, and I'm not mad at them, but the LGBT community, when things aren't right, they unite, you know, and say, hey, these were tweets that were offensive to the LGBT community, right? We don't like it. And then Kevin Hart is ultimately forced to like resign from his positioning of hosting the Academy Awards, which they wanted him to host, because gay people, lesbians, you know, and that whole community stood up, united, and said, hey, how you gonna let him host, and created enough of ruffled enough feathers, created enough commotion to the point where he stepped down. But you look at issues like this with Mayweather, we have something that's fresh, hot off the presses, like this Gucci situation, and then you have one of the biggest black athletes in Floyd Mayweather, and he's like, man, fuck all that. I do what I want. I'm wealthy. I'm about to go spend with them, without further investigation. So you just see, not even just when it comes to race, you just see other groups, targeted groups unite more when it comes to these issues. No one's saying like if you just absolutely love, it's just how you went about it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you love Gucci, like there's a lot of talented designers in general. Like, do you just love Gucci that much? You know what I'm saying? That you care so much about giving Gucci your money to the point where you don't care about the potential backlash on you. And man, I could go on and on. Here's another quick example. Notice when these professional athletes, very good athletes, like, they can run a 4.3, right? Sign with Nike, sign with Adidas, sign with Reebok. And then they beat up on their girlfriend, domestic violence. And then it's publicized. What do these companies do? The companies absolve any connection to that person, and they drop that athlete. They say, you know what? Despite how great of a ball player or boxer or baseball player or whatever this person is, despite they could be a freak of nature athlete, they're involved in some shit we don't want associated with our brand. So you see even companies do this. Companies will, they want to remove themselves. Like the director, and this is just at all levels, like the director of Guardians of the Galaxy, he had some really weird tweets that surfaced. He got fired by Disney because Disney's like, nah, he had tweets about pedophilia and raping boys and stuff like that. So Disney was like, yeah, that's cool. We'll find another director for the Guardians of the Galaxy Part 3. We don't need you, because they don't even want to be associated with that. Meanwhile, you got Floyd, who's, a representation or a high ranking, rich, famous, big platform, black athlete, and he's going against the grain and not even looking at it, not sounding sympathetic, and telling you, man, fuck that. I don't care what people are going through. Guess what? I'm doing for me. I'm doing what I like. But you never really see that, even like I said, on different levels, not just race, just with companies. Disney, they're not going to co-sign. You have these crazy tweets. They don't want to be associated with that, but Floyd wants to be associated with Gucci, and that's crazy. Like, he's making it his point to let people know that, hey, despite all this, I fuck what you going through, I still support. And that's why you have people like I said, T.I. doing this diss and saying, hey, don't let the wealth get to your head. Like, you got all these accolades, you got more money than me and stuff, but this is what I have. I have my soul. I didn't sell it. It's still, my head is attached to my body. Anyway, I'm out. That's my thoughts. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what you think of the fuck nigga T.I. diss. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.